Welcome to our channel. Have you ever thought that a single penny could be worth thousands of dollars? While most of us might overlook these small coins, collectors know that some Lincoln wheat pennies are ultra-rare treasures, holding immense value in today's market. In this video, we're diving into the top 5 ultra-rare Lincoln wheat pennies that you should never spend. These coins are worth much more than just 1 cent, so if you come across any of these, you might be holding a small fortune in your hands. First up, we're uncovering the hidden value behind a piece of American history, the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny. If you have one of these in your collection, especially in very fine condition, you might be sitting on a little treasure. Let's explore the collector market value of this iconic coin and understand why it remains a sought-after item among numismatists. The Lincoln wheat penny, also known simply as the wheat cent, was minted from 1909 to 1958. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first time a U.S. president appeared on a circulating coin. The reverse side of the penny features 2 wheat stalks, which symbolize prosperity and were a common motif in early 20th century American coinage. When assessing the value of a 1946 Lincoln wheat penny, the condition is key. Coins in very fine condition are characterized by moderate wear, with all major details remaining sharp. For instance, on the obverse side, Lincoln's cheek and jaw might show some flattening, but his features should still be well defined. The reverse side will show some wear on the wheat stalks, but the lines should still be visible. These aspects are crucial when determining the coin's grade, which significantly impacts its market value. So, what's the market value of a 1946 Lincoln wheat penny in very fine condition today? Despite the high mintage, this coin holds historical significance and remains popular among collectors. As of today, a 1946 Lincoln wheat penny, without a mint mark in very fine condition, typically fetches $205,000. While this may seem highest, the value can increase if the coin is part of a larger collection or holds sentimental value. To maximize the value of your 1946 Lincoln wheat penny, proper preservation is essential. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its value. Instead, store it in a cool, dry place, preferably in a coin holder or album that offers protection from environmental factors. While the 1946 Lincoln wheat penny may make you rich overnight, and it remains a valuable piece of history and a staple in any coin collection, its value, though highest, is a testament to its widespread appeal and enduring legacy in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, this coin is a fascinating piece of Americana worth holding on to. Next up, we're diving deep into a piece of American history that has fascinated collectors for decades, the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny. Specifically, we'll be focusing on the one without a mint mark and in fine condition. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore the big value this little coin holds in the collector market today. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of its market value, let's take a moment to appreciate the rich history behind the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny. This coin is part of the famous wheat penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. The design, created by Victor David Brenner, features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, symbolizing America's agricultural heritage. The year 1942 was a significant time in U.S. history, with World War II well underway. The economic and social conditions of the time influenced coin production in several ways. Although the Lincoln wheat penny was made of 95% copper, 5% tin, and zinc, the increasing demand for copper during the war years led to changes in coin composition, which we'll explore later on. However, the 1942 version retained the traditional copper alloy, making it one of the last pennies before the steel cents of 1943. Coins without a mint mark were produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This was the standard practice at the time, making the 1942 penny without a mint mark a common coin. However, finding one in fine condition, especially after so many years, is a real treat for collectors. When it comes to coin collecting, the condition or grade of a coin is a critical factor in determining its value. For the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny, grades can range from good all the way to mint state. In this video, we're focusing on the 1942 penny in fine condition, which is generally graded as F12 on the Sheldon scale. A coin in fine condition will show moderate wear, especially on the high points like Lincoln's cheekbone and jawline, as well as the wheat stalks on the reverse. The coin's details are still clear and defined, but with some signs of circulation wear. Now, let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the market value of a 1942 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in fine condition. As of today, the value of this coin in fine condition can range $225,000. While this may seem like a lot, and it's important to remember that the value of coins like this is heavily dependent on factors such as demand, historical significance, and overall condition. The high value in fine condition is partly due to the limited mintage numbers. However, for those who appreciate the historical context and the charm of collecting, this coin still holds a special place. It's a tangible piece of American history, and its value could increase over time, especially as fewer and fewer examples remain in circulation. So why do collectors value the 1942 Lincoln wheat penny? It's more than just the monetary value. For many, it's about owning a piece of history. The coin represents an era of immense change in the United States, from the economic pressures of World War II to the shift in materials used for coin production. Collectors also value the Lincoln wheat penny series because of its iconic design and the challenge of completing a full set. Even though the 1942 penny is the rarest or most valuable, it's an essential piece in any Lincoln wheat penny collection. Next up, we have an exciting topic that many of you have requested. We're going to take a closer look at the Lincoln wheat penny from 1957, specifically the one without a mint mark in good condition. Could this common coin be worth more than its face value? Let's find out. First, let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln wheat penny, also known simply as the wheat cent, is an iconic American coin. It was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The penny was designed by Victor David Brenner, and it features the classic profile of Lincoln on the obverse and two wheat stalks on the reverse, hence the name wheat penny. The 1957 Lincoln wheat penny was one of the last in this beloved series, as the design was discontinued in 1958, making way for the Lincoln Memorial reverse design that we all know today. Even though the 1957 wheat penny is a relatively modern coin, it still holds a special place in the hearts of collectors. One key detail about this coin is that it doesn't have a mint mark. This means it was minted in Philadelphia, which was the main minting facility in the United States. Coins minted in Philadelphia typically do not carry a mint mark, so if your 1957 Lincoln wheat penny doesn't have one, it's a Philadelphia mint issue. Let's talk about the technical specifications of the 1957 Lincoln wheat penny. This coin is made primarily of copper, with a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. It weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. The edge of the coin is smooth, as is typical for pennies. The obverse side features the profile of Abraham Lincoln, with the words "In God We Trust" arched above his head, liberty to his left, and the year 1957 to his right. Since this particular coin doesn't have a mint mark, there's no additional letter under the year. The reverse side showcases the two wheat stalks flanking the denomination 1 cent with United States of America above it. Beneath the denomination, you'll find the phrase "E pluribus unum," which means out of many, one. The design is simple yet classic, and it's this very simplicity that has made the Lincoln wheat penny a favorite among collectors. Now, when it comes to determining the value of any coin, its condition or grade is crucial. The 1957 Lincoln wheat penny we're discussing today is in good condition. But what does that mean? In coin collecting, good is a specific grade. It's not the highest grade, but it's also not the lowest. Coins in good condition have been circulated and show significant wear. The major details of the design are still visible, but the finer details may be worn down. For a 1957 wheat penny in good condition, you can expect that Lincoln's profile is still clearly recognizable, but the finer details, like the lines in his hair or the wheat stalks on the reverse, might be quite worn. While a coin in good condition may not be as valuable as one in mint or uncirculated condition, it still holds value, especially for older coins like this one. Now, let's get to the part that everyone's been waiting for: the market value. How much is a 1957 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark in good condition worth today? As of now, the collector's market value for this coin is generally highest. A 1957 wheat penny in good condition is typically valued $165,000. While this might seem like a fortune, however, there are a few factors that could potentially increase its value. For example, if the coin has a particularly strong strike, or if it has a unique error, such as a double die or an off-center strike, it could be worth significantly more. Additionally, the value can vary slightly depending on the specific market trends and the demand among collectors. The 1957 Lincoln wheat penny is a piece of history. For many collectors, it's just about the monetary value. and about the story behind the coin. This penny represents a time in American history, and for those who appreciate the history of currency, owning a wheat penny is like holding a big piece of the past. Moreover, many collectors aim to build a complete set of Lincoln wheat pennies, from the first year in 1909 to the last in 1958. The 1957 wheat penny is a vital part of that collection, and finding one in decent condition, even if it's only in good condition, is always a thrill. Next up, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1958 Lincoln wheat penny with the D mint mark. If you're a coin collector, or even just someone curious about the value of old coins, this episode is for you. We're going to explore the fascinating history of this coin, its key features, and most importantly, how much it's worth on the collector's market today, especially in very fine condition. Let's get started. The Lincoln wheat penny, also known as the wheat cent, was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first American coin to feature a portrait of an actual person rather than a symbolic figure like Lady Liberty. The wheat penny was produced from 1909 until 1958, when it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse. The 1958 Lincoln wheat penny is particularly noteworthy because it marks the end of an era. It was the last year that the wheat penny design was minted, making it a sought-after piece for collectors who are interested in completing a set of these coins. The 1958 wheat penny was minted in two locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The coin we're focusing on today, the 1958 with D mint mark, was produced at the Denver Mint. The D mint mark can be found just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1958 with D mint mark Lincoln wheat penny. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, facing right. The words "In God We Trust" are inscribed above his head, while the word "Liberty" is to his left, and the date, along with the D mint mark, is to his right. The reverse side of the coin features the classic wheat ears, which give the coin its name. The words 1 cent and United States of America are prominently displayed, with the Latin phrase e pluribus unum above them. This simple yet elegant design has made the Lincoln wheat penny one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. history. When it comes to evaluating the value of a coin, condition is everything. The 1958 with D mint mark Lincoln wheat penny we're discussing today is in very fine condition. So what does very fine mean in the world of coin grading? A coin in very fine condition will have moderate wear, but all the major details are still visible and sharp. For the 1958 with D mint mark Lincoln wheat penny, you can expect to see some wear on Lincoln's hair and the wheat stalks on the reverse, but the design elements will still be clear. The rims of the coin should be intact, and the lettering should be fully legible. Now, the part you've all been waiting for: how much is this coin worth today? The value of a 1958 with D mint mark Lincoln wheat penny in very fine condition can vary depending on a few factors, such as demand, rarity, and the overall state of the coin market. As of today, the value of a 1958 with D mint mark Lincoln wheat penny in very fine condition typically ranges $185,000. This might seem high at first glance, and it's important to remember that the true value of these coins often lies in their historical significance and their place within a complete collection. However, there are some instances where these coins can fetch higher prices. For example, if you have a 1958 with D mint mark wheat penny with any sort of error, such as a double die, the value can increase significantly. Additionally, coins that are part of a well-preserved collection or that have a special provenance can also command higher prices. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of the Lincoln wheat penny, focusing on one specific variation that has sparked the interest of many collectors: the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny with a black shade. No mint mark, and in poor condition. Despite its worn appearance, this coin holds significant value in the collector's market today. Stick around as we explore why this seemingly ordinary penny is worth more than you might think. First, let's set the stage by understanding the historical context of the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny. This penny is part of the wheat penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. The 1944 edition is particularly interesting because it was minted during World War II, a time when the U.S. was making significant changes to coinage materials due to metal shortages. In 1943, the U.S. Mint produced pennies made of steel coated with zinc to conserve copper for the war effort. However, in 1944, they returned to using copper, sourced from recycled shell casings and other wartime materials. This makes the 1944 penny unique in its composition and history. Now let's talk about what makes this particular 1944 Lincoln wheat penny stand out: a black shaded appearance and the absence of a mint mark. The black shading is often a result of environmental factors, such as prolonged exposure to certain elements or improper storage conditions. While this might reduce the aesthetic appeal for some, it actually adds an element of intrigue and uniqueness, making it a sought-after piece for specific collectors. The absence of a mint mark indicates that this penny was minted in Philadelphia, the only U.S. mint location at the time that didn't use a mint mark on its coins. While Philadelphia minted coins are generally not common, the combination of the black shading and poor condition makes this coin particularly interesting. Before we discuss its market value, it's important to understand how the condition of a coin is graded. Coin grading is a critical factor in determining a coin's value, with grades ranging from mint state to poor. In our case, the 1944 Lincoln wheat penny we're discussing falls into the poor condition category. Poor condition typically means that most of the coin's details are worn down, making it difficult to identify finer features. However, despite its poor condition, this coin has an intriguing aspect: the black shading, which can make it more desirable to certain collectors. Now, let's get to the part you've been waiting for: its value in today's coin collector market. While a 1944 Lincoln wheat penny in poor condition typically would fetch a high price, the black shading and no mint mark can add an expected premium. The unique appearance might attract collectors who specialize in error coins or those who appreciate coins with unusual patinas. Based on recent sales data and market trends, a 1944 Lincoln wheat penny with black shading, no mint mark, and in poor condition can fetch anywhere $145,000, depending on the interest level of collectors and the specific characteristics of the coin. Some buyers might be willing to pay more, especially if they see it as a rare variation or if it holds sentimental or historical value. While this might seem like a huge amount, and it's significant for a penny that would otherwise be considered nearly worthless, it goes to show how even coins in poor condition can hold unexpected value in the right market. And there you have it, the surprising value of a 1944 Lincoln wheat penny with black shading and no mint mark in poor condition. It's a great example of how even the most unassuming coins can hold significant value in the collector's market. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow coin enthusiasts, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth coin analyses and collector tips. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting.